Chapter 1. So you want to be an entrepreneur. You probably bought this book because you've always thought about starting your own business, but you want to do so without going broke. Or perhaps you absolutely hate your job and can't possibly stomach another day through it. Whatever the case, you don't like where you are, and there's probably some place that you'd rather be. Perhaps you want to be an entrepreneur. My opinion is that being an entrepreneur is one of the greatest pursuits you can undertake. This world is run by smart businessmen and women who've taken a chance. They have taken a risk and bet on themselves to make their lives, their families, and the world better. When you work for yourself, it's easier to make life the best it can be. When you work for an employer, your superiors control you. They tell you what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. They set a predetermined dollar amount on your time, and there's very little you can do to increase that compensation. At best, your salary may increase with an annual raise. Personally, I can't think of anything more demoralizing than knowing exactly how much money is going into my bank account every 2 weeks for essentially the rest of my life. Being an entrepreneur flips your compensation on its head. You get to share with the world what your value is and then charge them for doing so. The more experience you have, the more valuable you become. Once people recognize that you are available and highly competent, they will pay you what you're worth. As an entrepreneur, you will learn pretty quickly that if what you're providing isn't valuable, the world won't be willing to pay you for it. You then have a choice: improve what you're offering or give up and go back to trading dollars for hours. I wrote this book to introduce the idea of being a sponsored entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship can be a lonely journey filled with long nights all by yourself and little idea about where to go next. And it can be difficult to find help. The resources you need seem scarce, and if you work for yourself, it's up to you to figure all of this out. Being a sponsored entrepreneur enables you to have the autonomy to run your own business within the framework of a well-established business that has a long-standing reputation among consumers and a strong network of support and resources. There are many different ways to enter entrepreneurship, which we'll explore a little bit later. But first, I want to establish what an entrepreneur is. Here's one definition: a person who starts a business and is willing to risk loss in order to make money. Before you begin this journey, I think it's important for you to ask yourself, am I truly ready? What are my big goals in life? What's my giant why? What do my dreams look like? What does my best life look like? If you can achieve your desired life by maintaining a job as someone else's employee, you should probably stay in that job. But if your dream and aspirations are big enough, then entrepreneurship is probably the path to help you get there. I'll share my story a little bit later, but a quick intro is that I've been an entrepreneur since I was 15 years old. So for more than 20 years, I've been making money for myself by the value that I provide the world, not the value that somebody else pre-assigns to my time. I've interviewed thousands of aspiring entrepreneurs, hired hundreds of them, and coached and developed hundreds of them. Many built 6- and even 7-figure careers. So I am the guy to help you along this journey. This journey is going to be very difficult, but it will be worthwhile. It'll be simple, but not easy. Over the next several chapters, I'm going to explore some of the options for you to move into this fulfilling and lucrative career path and share with you my insights and experiences on what you can do to stack the deck in your favor. To be as successful as possible on this entrepreneurship journey, I'm going to give you an insider's look into a specific segment of entrepreneurship that's often overlooked and underused by much of America today. Yet the industry is one of the most sought after, most lucrative, and fraught with the most potential for utilization. The industry I'm going to share is significantly more underserved than it's ever been before. The business owners in this arena are getting older and needing incoming professionals to take over their businesses. The startup capital required is next to none. I'm even going to share with you specific ways to obtain a significant amount of help for no cost to you as you grow this business. And none of this will take away from the upside potential. I'll share stories of success and stories of failure to reveal what works and what doesn't work. By the time you finish reading this book, you'll have a clear picture of whether or not this is the way you want to enter the entrepreneurship world. As you learn about this opportunity, you'll probably have questions and want to find out more. I encourage you to connect with me so I can help you get started in the right way. Later in the book, I'll give you specific information on how to connect with me. I look forward to taking this journey with you.